And I guess I've been dreaming, 'cause now that I'm woke, everything that I see ain't what it seems, man. I guess I've been dreaming, 'cause now that I'm here, what I feel motivates me with reason. I guess I've been dreaming, 'cause now that I'm woke, everything that I see ain't what it seems, man. I guess I've been dreaming, 'cause now that I'm here, what I feel motivates me with reason. I guess I've been dreaming.
Oh, and we back. Academy. What it is, what it do, y'all? How the world treating y'all, man? What's going on out there, man? What's bust? Huh? What we doing? Well, I tell you what we doing up in here is, after y'all, you know what I'm saying, let me know that y'all good. So long as y'all good out here, you know what I'm talking about, we can go and get to the business. So we good? Good? Okay, cool. So yo, we got us another SCP. We still with Billy Stalin. This is a mystery behind SCP's most disturbing image. Like I said, man, it was over 1,000 of them in the last one. Like, I seen him just counting that thing down, just running it down. It's just, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. So, yeah, we're gonna be bouncing back and forth, grabbing SCPs here and there, you know what I'm saying, and checking them out, seeing what's what, who's who. Maybe we can put some things together and see that maybe some of the descriptions that some of these people are seeing out here in some of these vids and stories or whatnot, creepypastas or whatnot, may resemble some of these SCPs right here that we've been seeing, and there will be a validation, validity to the stories, and we can then do further research to ask more questions as to what are they, or where they come from, why are they here, besides doing whatever we see them doing. You know what I'm talking about? Whose side are they on? But let's check out what this SCP is and why it has the most disturbing image, or at least why SCP labels it as a most disturbing image. So I hope you got what you needed, because I do. And without further ado, let's get to what it is that we do. Plus. The following video contains things that may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Bless.
Disturbing images aren't exactly a new thing in the realm of horror. Artists and creators alike have been crafting such content since the dawn of storytelling, typically used as a catalyst for the perfect narrative. But there's one image I want to talk about today.
We ain't gonna talk about
a photo that at its core has frightened the life out of countless people over the years, including myself.
Laugh now, smile later.
Today, join me
Smile
as I tell the sinister story behind the one and only
SCP-1875. So that lets you know that's
in an
almost
age where
2,000.
digital content is at the forefront of the entertainment industry. It's impossible to deny that the SCP universe has made an impact when it comes to expansive world building. Although there's many entities within this universe that could easily give the average person their worst nightmares, there's one of them that's undeniably much more terrifying than the rest.
Plays no games. He plays no games.
Meet SCP-1875. It's a Victorian-era chess automaton composed of 4 key components: a chessboard, 32 chess pieces, an internal steam engine, and a full suit of 18th century samurai armor. But between all of these components lies a dark secret, including this horrific image. However, before I explain the backstory to this photo, I first need to state that SCP-1875 is actually based around a real-life chess automaton, dubbed as the Turk.
The Turk.
In 1770, Hungarian writer and inventor Wolfgang von Kempelen crafted what he stated to be the world's first chess-playing automaton, also known as the world's first AI chess player. After being showcased and victorious against every opponent in front of Austrian Empress Maria Theresa and her court, the Turk then began a world tour. Throughout its 80-year operation, this peculiar machine rivaled many opponents, including Napoleon Bonaparte, Benjamin Franklin, and even world-class chess player François-André Philidor. But little did people know that this machine was actually powered by proficient chess players who would hide inside the device and battle their opponents as a phantom. Towards the end of its life, this machine was donated to the Chinese Museum of Charles Wilson Peel in Philadelphia, USA, where it unfortunately burned to a black crisp during a fire that ravaged the museum in 1854. But this is where SCP-1875 comes in. You see, although both of these automatons share many similarities, including the use of a static humanoid prop, the main difference between the Turk and this device is that 1875 isn't powered by the living, but is actually powered by the dead. Using an analytical engine composed of brain tissue from the two missing daughters of an unnamed Russian chess prodigy, this ghostly machine is capable of challenging any player to a round of chess. In addition to this, each of the 32 chess pieces on the board are found to be crafted from human bone that genetically matches the brain tissue of the two young girls. However, this is where the disturbing image comes into play. Sometime during the 19th century, the twin daughters of an elite Russian chess player went missing. Unfortunately, they were never found. In the meantime, a traveling chess automaton, known as the Samurai, was traveling the world and casting wonder upon every opponent and spectator alike. And much like the Turk, this device met its unfortunate demise after the San Francisco earthquake of 1906. 93 years later, the SCP Foundation got a hold of this device, albeit in pieces. But once it was assembled, they began testing it for its rumored anomalous properties. 5 minutes after completion of the initial test, every member on the SCP-1875 email distribution list received an email, and within that email held this image. Described as stretched and distorted in a visually disturbing manner, several Foundation members suffered adverse reactions upon looking at the image. At initial exposure, all members experienced mild anxiety. After 15 minutes, headaches and elevated body temperatures were reported. And after testing for several hours, viewers experienced symptoms of insomnia, auditory and visual hallucinations, unresponsiveness, and even machine-learning-fuss. Out of pure curiosity, I decided to stare at this image for as long as possible, in hopes I could confirm if any of the above symptoms were actually true. I made it to 4 hours, as that's when the SCP article reported visual hallucinations. Fortunately, I did not hear any strange noises, suffer from insomnia, or feel like hurting myself. But I did see strange things happen to the image. Every few minutes or so,
Some people are a lot more
I noticed
mentally stronger
major
than others.
deformations in the girls' faces, such as eyeballs appearing and looking around, their smiles becoming much larger and more sinister looking, and even melting skin. And before you call me a liar, this visual phenomenon actually has some merit to it. In a study conducted at an Italian university in 2010, 66% of participants noticed visual deformations in their face upon staring at their own reflection in a dimly lit room for 10 minutes.
66%.
And although I wasn't exactly looking at myself in a mirror,
All 66.
the deformations in the photograph could be explained by the dim lighting as evening approached, the image being duotone in color, and the fact that I became extremely fatigued during the whole process. So while I do know that the photograph and SCP are just pieces of fictional horror, and my strange experiences while viewing the image can easily be explained by science, there is one question I do have. How was this image created?
You sure the hell
Well,
did.
luckily enough, after a quick Google search, I came across a Reddit thread that delved into a discussion on the photo. Up until mid-2020, the image actually used to look like this, but licensing and copyright issues came into play,
That bitch looking
and the
crazy.
individuals running the official SCP Wiki
But y'all.
had to amend the content that didn't belong to them.
Okay, hold on. Hold up. Alright, y'all, so check this out. So if you run it back a couple of seconds to when they was going the little wavy, when the picture was wavy, when they said there was a hallucinating and it was starting to, look like different things, I was seeing teeth and all that, right? Yeah. I was starting to see all this actually in that image, in the other image when it started doing the swiggly, whatever. Now I don't know if that was a blend job, masking or whatnot. But I definitely was seeing this, and I saw a little bit of that going on. So maybe the hallucinations that's going on is what you're starting to see is the actual image. Maybe. Y'all let me know what y'all think. You know what I'm talking about? I just be thinking, you know what I'm saying? I do not have to be right about it. I'm just, you know what I mean?
SCP Wiki
CT on,
had to amend the content that didn't belong to them.
Y'all start digging, you know what I'm talking about?
After reading more, I learned that Reddit user Jackal Related crafted the brand new depiction, explaining that it actually went through several revisions before ultimately becoming what it is now. Then to explain the inspiration, he said, "It's a highly edited image of two females on a roller coaster with tons of blurs, level adjustments, and color mixing, which also happens to match the exact same process the old photo went through." Although I do believe this is the true formula that gave the photo its terrifying pop, there is one strangely coincidental similarity between the image, the SCP, and the story of the Turk. We know that the Turk was lost to a museum fire in the 1800s, which is very similar to how SCP-1875 went, as it was the fires after the quake that caused long-term damage. But if you take a very close look, you might notice what looks to be flames flowing along the background of the photograph, almost as if a fire is engulfing the twin girls.
Right.
This now leads me to a bone-chilling theory.
Talk to me.
In a time when word was getting out that chess automatons hid skilled chess players inside, and people no longer wanted to face humiliation by working inside them. It's quite possible the twin daughters could have been kidnapped due to their father being a very noteworthy chess player. From here, the girls could have been placed inside the machine and forced to become chess-playing slaves for many years, as their subtle frames would make it easier to conceal a human inside. But this is where it gets scary. If this theory is true, then it means both girls perished in a fire after the 1906 earthquake, trapped inside the box and screaming for their life, much like how this image
I was already thinking that
them.
before he even said, when he said the little girl was missing and put in the box. I was already.
But what are your thoughts on this story? Let me know in the comments below.
Well, y'all let me know in the comments below what y'all think about the story, you know what I'm talking about, because I think it's pretty jacked up if you took them two little girls and put them in that thing and made them out slaves, but I don't put it past people for all the child sex trafficking and all the other stuff that's going on around this motherfucker, you know what I'm talking about. I do not put it past people. I don't put it past motherfucker. I just don't, and I won't. You feel me? I just can't. I can't. Because people is cuckoo out in this thing. You feel me? And they definitely was in them boxes. And they definitely went down with the flame. And that image definitely tells the story. And that's why it's so disturbing. And that's how it's become an SCP. This stuff out here get on your ace, boy. You got ghost inspectors attached to things and that. You know what I'm saying? So this, okay, so that we could chalk this SCP up is to be like paranormal in nature. All that energy, you feel me? All the energy, especially on those particular machines. Those two machines right there with the girls in it. You know they had, like, you know what I'm saying, some of the hardest players and some of the hardest of energies, you know what I'm saying, right there, busting, right? Man, listen, man. All right, I'm gonna say this. It's getting interesting already, because now we're seeing that some of these things then came out of nowhere, and now we got things that have become entities and have possessed things due to the history and the energies that's been put on it, and you know what I'm saying, that disturbing, I'll just say that, to say the least, disturbing background stories on this stuff, man. This is crazy. But I hope y'all enjoyed that, you know what I'm saying. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Hit me up, you know what I'm talking about, in the comment section, and let me know what y'all think about it. Let me know if there's any SCPs that y'all know about that y'all want me to try to find and cover. Send them to me, you know what I'm talking about. Hit me up on my Instagram, you know what I'm talking about, on the gram. Hit me up on the gram. Send it to me on the gram, you know what I'm saying, or my email or something like that. I'll check that joint out, and I'll also give you the shout out, you know what I'm saying, and we'll see what you're busting with, so long as it's suitable. You know what I'm talking about. Anyways, y'all be sure to keep y'all head on the swivel, man. Y'all remember to take care of yourselves. Remember to protect yourself spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, you know what I'm talking about, at all times. And until next time.